Welcome back to Laci's Marvelous Universe. This is Laci.
I'm Vinnie.
We want to thank you for joining us, and we're just going to dive right in today. So let's talk about the Hawkeye series on Disney+.
Hawkeye.
What do you think? I want to know what your opinion is, because I know we discussed a little bit that he wasn't one of our top 5, superheroes.
Okay, well, first of all, can Hawkeye stand on his own for a TV show? That's really the question that I want to know. Throughout the movies, I think Hawkeye has been a pivotal character in a lot of the Infinity War saga. Mm-hmm. But they never gave him, I thought, his real due, just like Black Widow. You know what I mean? So I feel like Hawkeye having a show is going to be exactly what we need right now, coming off the heels of having a Black Widow movie. But at the same time, is the character strong enough to have his own show?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Just because he doesn't have superpowers like a lot of the people in the MCU.
He doesn't have superpowers.
He's a human.
But man, I mean, he can shoot a bow and arrow.
But so, and Scarlett Johansson, like she's my friend. Black Widow also, she's a regular human but trained perfectly.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know
so that's why. But I like that they're not just focusing on people with incredible abilities that are, like Spider-Man, he was bit by a spider, or that were given to them. These are people coming into their own as people. Yeah. Without, the superhuman powers, but just using the skills that they developed and have. So I'm excited to see what Disney is going to do with that.
So what do we got as far as what's the show going to be about? I mean, what's the cast like?
So the whole family's coming back.
Okay.
So Laura, his wife, Lila, his daughter, Nathaniel, and Cooper.
Okay.
All the kids are coming back. His wife. Also, Kate Bishop, which is being played by Haley Steinfeld, who is incredible. If you remember, she was in True Grit.
Yeah. She is a great actress.
She is, and she's just evolving. She's becoming quite the person to watch out for.
Now, for the people that aren't 100% sure who Kate Bishop is, she's basically the female version of a Hawkeye.
Right.
Doesn't Hawkeye's actual daughter turn into Hawkeye in the comics as well?
She does. She takes up the mantle after, I think.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but after Kate, yes.
Okay.
He's going to train Kate.
Is Kate a family friend for those who don't know? Do you who is Kate Bishop?
Who is Kate Bishop?
Are they going to introduce her into this show as well? Because we don't know who Kate Bishop is yet.
And her mother is going to be in it as well.
And
played by Vera Familia.
Ooh.
Who I love from the Conjuring universe.
I mean, so far you're throwing names out there.
We got some good universe going on here.
I'm looking at set photos right now here, and I got to be honest with you. She looks amazing. Fantastic.
Casted again.
We're on tomsguide.com, and I'm just kind of looking at some Hawkeye set photos, and I got to be honest with you,
You can get some set photos also if you go on Jeremy Renner's Instagram page.
Yeah.
Which I follow, and I've been up to date because of that.
I got to be honest with you, looking at Haley right now in the costume, I'm going to tell you the truth. Marvel just... Again nails it with casting, because
every time,
even if I didn't know who Kate Bishop was, I'd look at her and go, that's Kate.
That's her.
That her name is Kate,
that's
and
right.
I think her last name is Bishop. Because she looks exactly like what I expect Kate Bishop to look like.
Exactly.
It's insane.
What's wonderful about Marvel is not only is the casting always spot on, the writing, the directing, the actors that they hire, even when you're questioning it yourself, you're like, what? I don't see that person playing that part. By the time the movie comes out, you are like, why did I even doubt that?
Yeah, it's true.
So they know what they're doing. I mean, there's a formula. They have the formula. It works. And Jeremy Renner joined the Marvel Universe in 2011's Thor. He was working as an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yep.
He was preventing Thor from retrieving his hammer, if you recall.
Yeah, I do remember that.
And then he was seen again in Avengers, which his storyline grew a little bit more. Age of Ultron, it grew even bigger because we found out he had a family, which none of the Avengers knew. Yeah, except Natasha.
And he did say that, they were going to... He asked Nick Fury to keep that one close to the chest. Mm-hmm. And, I mean, if I was Hawkeye, I would do the exact same thing.
Yeah, and
You know?
everything he's done in any of those Avengers movies and everything, he's done for his family.
Okay, but this is the point I'm trying to make. He was a pivotal character in the Infinity War saga, right?
Yes.
He showed himself to be in those movies that we just left behind after Endgame. Kind of like, I want to say, would you agree, a Rock of the Avengers?
He's the foundation.
You know,
part of
he's the foundation of it. But
and it's not just because he was an original member. It's because he's the most human out of all of them.
100%.
And he grounds them all.
But do you honestly think the character is strong enough to carry a show?
100%.
We know Loki was.
Yep.
I think Winter Soldier and
Falcon.
Falcon, yeah, sorry.
That's all right.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier, that story needed to be told more because there was some animosity between them in Spider-Man, in Civil War, I'm sorry, in that Spider-Man scene. And that needed to be told. You know what I mean? I just don't know which direction they're going in.
And that's what's wonderful.
Yeah,
that's what I'm excited about.
Is there any notes on, is Natasha's sister
No.
going to be in the show, or is that a future movie?
It was just confirmed that she is making an appearance. We do not know the details. We know she's going to be Yelena. We don't know how many episodes she's going to be in, but we know she's going to cause problems for them.
I just don't want the whole show, Laci, to be about him ducking bullets from her.
No, it's
and
not.
That's it. I want Hawkeye's character to be fully realized.
I'm hoping, and I can't say that they always get this part right either. Sorry. I'm hoping that he's going to be the star of his own show.
Yeah.
Besides Kate Bishop, which is fine because he should be sharing the spotlight because he's training her, right? So that makes sense. What won't make sense is that if they focus the show on him and Yelena, because that's just it's just predictable.
Yeah,
so
it's
I don't
very
see it
predictable.
happening that way. Also, casting news yesterday that was just released is their series is rumored to bring back Kingpin.
Oh,
which is from Daredevil.
Vincent D'Onofrio?
Yes.
Oh, now we're talking.
Yeah. We don't know in what capacity, but he is definitely, I'm pretty sure it's confirmed. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's been confirmed through MCU Direct. If you follow them on Twitter, I follow them. So I'm excited about that. Matt Murdock was supposed to make an appearance in Hawkeye as well. However,
thank you, Marvel.
Yeah,
the Marvel
scheduling
gods.
conflicts. He was unable to film for Hawkeye, but the scheduling conflict that we're hearing is because he was filming for Spider-Man: No Way Home.
Oh, I just got chills. I don't know if anybody else watching got them, but he's gonna be Daredevil in Spider-Man
Yes.
No Way Home?
Yes.
Oh, this
Everybody's saying
movie is turning
yeah.
out to be the best ever. This
yeah.
is like an all-stars movie.
And that's how the year is going to end.
Oh, my God.
Because it's coming out in December. Also with Hawkeye is supposedly premiering the end of the quarter, which is anywhere between October and November.
Do you think it's going to lead into No Way Home?
Absolutely. 100%. There's no way you can convince me otherwise.
But Vincent D'Onofrio is Kingpin. Now it's okay. Yeah. I'm excited, but this scares me now, and I think people watching are going to share the same sentiment.
Too many stars in it?
Too many big name characters. Kate, Hawkeye, Kingpin. His daughter. Developing into whatever she's going to be.
I don't know how big his family is going to play a role in it. I know that scenes were filmed with them in New York City, and it looks like he was ushering them into a car to get out. So he could be protecting his family from an assassination attempt on his life, most likely. So I don't think they're going to be as focused on that. I think it's going to be focused mostly on Hawkeye and Bishop.
Yeah, because, I don't want Spider-Man 3, Sam Raimi. I don't want the Raimi disease where he tried to shove... I mean, listen.
I'm not saying he's not a great director.
He is a great director.
All I can think of, and I'm going to get a lot of hate on this and whatever, bring it. I am not a fan of Drag Me to Hell. That ruined it for me, that movie. Yeah. Totally ruined it for me. I like the Tobey Maguire movies that he did with Spider-Man. I didn't hate him.
100%.
But I'm very because he's directing. You know what he's directing, right?
What?
He's directing Doctor Strange, which is one of my favorites.
Oh no! Listen, I'm not worried about him.
But I heard it's gonna be a little scary.
Yeah, I'm not worried about him as a director. It's more on the lines of
no, I think
I don't even want to get into...
He's redeemed himself, but that movie I just can't get past.
Yeah, I don't want to get into Venom either because I don't know if the viewers who've been watching us don't know this yet, but I live and breathe for Venom.
He does.
He is my number one favorite character, and as far as I was concerned, I mean, he looked okay, but he ruined the character in that movie. But he was trying to shove too many bad guys into one movie, and I'm hoping that this show doesn't suffer from that as well with the big name cast.
You're a fan of Tom Hardy, though, right?
Yeah. Oh no. We can't even get into it right now because it'll be a whole hour show on just why.
So let's get back to Hawkeye. I want to get back to Jeremy Renner because I think he's an amazing actor. He was nominated for an Academy Award for The Hurt Locker in 2008.
Beautiful.
So he had quite the career before he even joined the MCU. So with that, him being Hawkeye and now is having the focus solely beyond his character, I think this is going to be his opportunity to shine and change anybody's mind who doesn't think that he is a pivotal character.
Yeah. I mean, do we know what the show is going to be about since this is kind of like a prequel talk to...
It's kind of under wraps.
It's under wraps. Is there any rumors about how... Any rumors about the story at all that the viewers we can share with?
I know there's a cute dog in it too.
Oh, very nice. Okay.
With Kate Bishop's dog. I've seen pictures of Haley Steinfeld and Jeremy Renner. I saw them
on Tom's
And
Guide.
we know it's going to take place around Christmas time and New Year's.
Oh, that's cool.
After I'm pretty sure it's after Endgame, because I think one of the posters said 2023 in it.
You know what bothers me about Hawkeye though, and Yelena. I just want to really quick. Hawkeye and Yelena, you know that they're going to fight, but eventually you're going to become friends because she's going to find out he really loved Natasha.
Right, because she does not know.
No, she's
what
just
transpired
listening.
Between them.
She's listening to.
But did you take note?
What's the girl's name now?
Valentina.
Valentina, yeah. She's listening to her and whispering in her ear all the evils that she does. But, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, that's what sucks about that dynamic, because you know 100%, everybody watching knows 100%, that eventually they're going to come together and go, wait, you didn't try to kill my sister. Yeah,
but it makes good entertainment in the process.
100%.
Yeah. I love the confusion aspect. Like, oh my God. No,
I hope that the Hawkeye show, if she is confirmed to be in it, I hope it just fuels the hatred between them even more.
And we're going to get incredible fight scenes.
Until we climax to whatever it's going to be in whatever movie or whatever show where they end up putting that behind them.
My guess is that...
I just want to see them hate each other.
I don't think Hawkeye is going to be done after this series either. I don't think it's going to come back for season 2. I think it's going to be one of those standalones like
100%,
and
100%.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
I mean, and it's got big shoes to fill.
I think it's going to actually set up another Avenger type storyline.
Yeah, I mean, it's got. Oh, yeah. See that now for the viewers that don't know who are the Thunderbolts?
Let's see. I think it's Yelena.
Abomination.
It's
basically anti-Avengers.
It's like the B-Vengers.
Yeah.
It's not the A-Vengers, it's the B-Vengers.
Yeah, I mean, and that's gonna be awesome.
And what Marvel does too is, you know, they take a concept from the comics and then they make it their own. They put on whoever they want in there, and so it's totally up for grabs because we have the fake Captain America guy from...
Now that's one thing. Yeah, John Walker. Yeah, that's one thing that I don't understand though is that did Hawkeye I mean I'm big into comics, but did Hawkeye ever have his own comic series?
No, he was always featured.
He was always featured. So this is really almost completely uncharted territory they're going into, where they're writing.
Yes.
They don't have a lot of material to go off of. Right. Of who is Hawkeye as a person. No. You know what I mean?
I mean, he was first introduced in the comics in, I can't remember when. I can't remember the date or the series that he was in. But he's been a focal point of the comics. But I don't think he's been a standalone hero in that aspect.
I think it says here April 1969.
69, yeah. I was going to say 68.
Avengers number
63.
63 is when
he makes
his appearance.
Right. There you go. Yep.
So, and you know what? I guess if you look at his comic history, I mean, Marvel does have bits and pieces that they could take throughout history and put together to make a comprehensive character for the show coming up.
Absolutely.
But I do think that I would like to see. I'm just going to reiterate, and I think the fans watching are gonna feel the same way. I really want to walk away from this series and be like, he's one of my new favorite characters.
Right.
Because right now he's always on the shelf. I don't think I have anywhere in this studio a Hawkeye anything.
No, and I think that's going to change.
I hope it does. I hope they do the character justice.
Yeah,
I do.
I trust the writers. I trust the creativity directors of the MCU. So I have high hopes for this, so don't let me down, please.
What do you guys think about what Hawkeye is going to be this year? I mean, do you agree with any of the sentiments that me and Laci shared here today?
Or do you see a totally different spin on the whole thing that we've maybe missed?
Let us know in the comments below, please. I mean, we would love to hear what you guys think about it.
Yes.
I think that the show is going to kill it.
I think it is,
I think I'm going to walk away being like, I have to buy everything that has Hawkeye's name on it.
I think so too, yeah. Absolutely.
And the cast of characters they have, you can't say anything bad. They all look the part.
Yep.
And you know that they're all going to play the part.
And they're all incredible actors, again. Yeah.
So, I mean, but you know what, though? Hawkeye's got big shoes to fill, leaving off the heels of Loki. Yeah, which was I mean, if you guys saw the last episode, one of our favorite series of all time.
And if you've been watching, he's like my favorite. So, I'm not gonna put it in comparison though. I'm not gonna do a side-by-side comparison because they're two different people. They're two different shows.
Yeah, you can't.
And I'm going to let it stand on its own because I think it's going to have that power of the Hawkeye series to stand on its own and tell its own story.
I can't wait to re-watch this video that we're doing before the show comes out and then when we do the episode of the review. Or even when the
first trailer comes out.
Yes.
We haven't gotten a trailer yet.
Oh, no. By the way, guys, when the trailer does come out, pop right back onto this channel because we're going to be watching it with you guys. And
then we're going to talk about it, of course.
100%.
So I want to thank you guys for joining us again. If you like what you see here, hit that like and subscribe button. We'd love to have your comments featured on maybe the next show.
100%.
So thank you for joining.
Thank you, guys. I'm Vinny.
And have a marvelous day.
Stay marvelous.